Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zachary Nolan, and I am joined by my best friend.
All right, that's what we're going with. All right.
That's enough for me. Honestly, so we're gonna be honest here. We've been talking for probably like what, two hours, I'd
Maybe
say.
a little less than 2 hours.
Maybe a little less than hours. We started around 11. We had like a 20 minutes off, I think.
Something like
But
that,
yeah,
yeah.
Carter's out of the house. He's not. He hasn't been annexed from the thing. He's just out of the house. So, and we decided on the spot. We're like, hey, want to do a podcast?
Might as well.
Let's do a podcast. Honestly,
Honestly, dude, I'm not gonna lie. It's. I know it's only Monday or Monday night. Or exactly, I know, but like
it's Tuesday
honestly,
morning.
Tuesday morning, Monday night. Think about it. Sunday is going to be hockey. Jets hockey for real.
I know.
Like it's crept up to me,
Oh, I'm
man.
excited.
I gotta make finish up the deep pairings. Then I gotta go to the power play. Then I gotta talk about the preview. Then I gotta go.
Oh, you're doing like every little bit there.
Everything. It's what the people
Oh,
want. I
look
give
at
it to
you.
you
Look at you.
guys.
I
You
like
asked
doing
for
that,
it.
but also
I give
too.
it.
Here's the thing. I would like to do those, but at the same time, I let those conversations blend into my normal conversations. Like I talked about the D today in my Niku video as well. Like I mentioned it, I touched on it, which is funny because you look at a 4.5 minute video, like how could he have more than that and then throw some shit in? But I cover it fast, and a minute of it is just saying my goals in life. So I don't fucking. Who
I
knows?
know that little subscriber goal. Which, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not, you're already watching this on Zach's fucking channel. So subscribe,
Zach
especially if you're getting
Carter.
from any tweets that I sent you or listening on Spotify. If you haven't already subscribed to all of us on YouTube, you better make
Yeah,
sure you're doing that.
go for it.
But yeah, with
So
preseason right around the corner, man. Like we want to talk. Have you been following
there's
the
a lot.
mini? I guess with the loose quotations, the mini camp that's been going
Right,
on
right,
right
right.
now. Have you been
I
following that
keep
at all?
seeing Anaheim. I keep seeing Anaheim flexing about it because it's something they're actually doing good at,
Well,
which doesn't surprise me because it's
mostly
Anaheim.
like the Jets right now and their Perfetti and Billy Hinola, their interviews they've given so far, the vibe you've gotten from them, David
I've
Gustafson.
seen the odd vibe. I've seen the odd, see the odd interview.
Well, what are your do you have any guessing onto who you think will make that team out of the young guys?
Perfetti's making it. Perfetti has to make it. Perfetti makes it, or I start, or people's like heads
What
start
about
rolling.
David Gustafson?
Gustafson makes it.
In my mind, there's no way David Gustafson is not the fourth line center of the Winnipeg Jets this season.
Exactly. Okay, so wait. Here's my question: are you saying that Riley Nash moves to third line?
No, didn't you watch my lineup preview?
I missed it. I missed it. I missed
Damn,
it.
shame
I
on
feel.
you, and you called my your co-host. Damn, expose of the Nolan Hockey Podcast.
You should see how many times he does his intros. What a fucking
I know,
sham.
right? It's all fake. It's all fake edited.
It's all
It's
fake
all the
edited. He
host.
doesn't really. He doesn't. He practically sings it because he can't remember it. What a fucking idiot.
Oh fuck.
I don't even. I never even. I never noticed I did that. I would just start going like this, and then I was like, I'm just talking to the voices in my head. Like, here's my crowd. Bonjour. Like, comment ça va? I forget what that means.
Well,
I had Nash as like a shutdown defense, a shutdown forward. So
I
I don't
have
know.
Nash playing wing on the fourth line with Jansen
Okay.
Harkins and David Gustafson.
Okay. Do you have Does Tonano make the roster?
I have Toninato as an extra.
Okay, that's not bad.
I'll basically spill the beans for what my lineup prediction is. If you haven't already seen the video, make sure you go check it out. Zach played the little card in the corner of the top of the video, so people can go check that out. All right, it'll be up there, ladies, for you to check out.
Right there.
Okay. I have my first line being obviously Connor, Scheifele, and Ehlers. My second line is Andrew Kopp, Paul Stastny, Pierre-Luc Dubois, and Blake Wheeler.
Who's centering that? PLD?
PLD, yes.
Okay.
My third line, I'm putting Kopp down there with Adam Lowry, and I think Christian Vesalainen or Evgeny Svechnikov could earn that spot.
Right. Svechnikov is such a... I don't know what's going to happen to him. He's a wild thing.
And then my fourth line is Jansen Harkins with Gustafson and Riley Nash, and that to me is the best shutdown fourth line the Jets would ice in a long time if they rolled with that.
Right. Okay. Well, let's be fair. Last year's fourth line was not bad. It was a good. It was a shutdown fourth line. It was built out of necessity because it had to be. But
it wasn't a good shutdown fourth line.
There was a long time where they didn't give up a goal.
Yeah, but that was only because they were playing like 8 minutes of ice time.
There's that. Yes, there is that.
That's the big thing when you're playing that little. Like, are you really even good NHL stats? Can you even really base anything of that? It's like Stanley's advanced stats were somehow all inflated because he only played that little and Gilles DeMello made him look that good. But thank God that's not how hockey works, and we all get to see how actually bad Logan Stanley was. I don't know why you guys think he's going to be better than Ville Heinola, but you can...
I wouldn't go that far. I like him, but I wouldn't go that far. I would, like, honestly, like, this preseason is going to be very interesting.
As someone who's plays defense, you don't need to be big in modern day hockey to be good. You don't.
Well, you need a certain amount of strength. I think strength and height gets thrown around too much interchangeably.
But like you don't.
I think no. But you need a decent degree of strength. You don't need to be a fucking powerlifting.
I'm talking about height.
But you know what I mean, though, right? Yeah.
You don't need that super. You don't need super tall.
No, you don't. Actually, that reminds me of one thing that I actually want to bring up just before. Speaking of super tall, Zdeno Chara is going back to he's going back to his roots.
I love that.
I like that too. He's going back. He's got a 1-year deal. So Lou Lamoriello, you know what? We kind of laugh and be like, oh, how the fuck did Lou Lamoriello get a back-to-back fucking Jimmy? You know what? He did okay. He had a nice little off season. He did.
Dude, Lou Lamoriello always has underrated quiet off seasons. That's
what do you think of about it? So, do you think where do you think Zdeno Chara plays on that defense? Because their defense is loaded.
Probably somewhere in the third pairing or as an extra.
Right. I think he has to play. Honestly, I don't think Lou respects veteran leadership very much. He's an old-timey guy like that. Like, that's why they also had it.
Chara wasn't terrible last year.
No, he wasn't. That's why I'm saying that he definitely makes more than Taxi in my mind.
Asset, obviously. So that's
for sure.
Not even just
he's always got an X factor to him in some respect, just of his shutdown play. Like, and honestly too, it gives me that Chris Chelios vibe. Honestly, like where they play so much, but because they play a game that doesn't demand too much skill. It just demands the right like IQ choices in their game style. It helps them hang on longer. Like if this was, for example, John Carlson at this age trying to play this type of game, it wouldn't be so good because John Carlson has made a name for himself on his playmaking abilities.
Exactly. John Carlson is the big name in offensive defenseman.
Right, exactly. He's not fast, but he's got good offensive defense. Yeah. But like,
what is your big thing you want to see? I wanted to kind of round this back up. And
yes. I know. I'm all over the place, but yes.
We really are.
I have a lot of topics that can go all over the place.
Yeah, we know that. Yes. We know that. You're the crazy one that gets off track so quickly, and the next thing you know, we're all talking about the conversation. No one remembers where we were, and you're the reason.
It's all happily for it. We're all happily for it. We're on a tree branch. We're on a new branch.
What do you want to see happen in the preseason on Sunday?
Like, I want to see.
What type of lines do you want to see? What type of structure do you want to see? What do you want to see them do?
I want to see. First off, I want to see that Wheeler Connor Scheifele line should be just. Okay, so wait. Here's a question: is Scheifele allowed to play in the preseason or no? Because he's suspended for. He can't play, can he?
I don't think that's how it works.
No. What are you saying? You don't think that's how it works? Like, do you think he can play, or do you think he can't play?
Participate in all the. I don't think.
No. Okay, so here's my logic. I don't think Scheifele can play, and I'll tell you why.
This is the
because
first game too, as well.
Right. Because think about back when Tom Wilson got a suspension because he hit Oscar Sundqvist. He got a suspension in a preseason game, but he still could not play in any preseason games. Right? So by logic, he should have been able to play in preseason because they technically don't count. But they don't let you play because I think in their mind, they don't let you play because they don't want you to allot technical games played in games that don't matter. That's what. Okay. So, friggin'. Shout out to Harry Rice. Just texted me back. I texted him late. I'm like, hey, want to do a podcast? He's like, hey. Or no, he texted me. I texted late. I'm like, hey, you up? Which I don't recommend texting out of the blue to people. But fucking.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Lol.
Oh my god. Get a bond.
Yeah?
Fuck it.
Okay, I'm gonna ask him if he's up for a podcast right now.
I got this set up. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get the legend Habs.
Wait. Let's not hype it up. He might be tired.
All right, whatever. We can keep talking. If Harry joins, it's just some random pop in the episode. You know, look at that. This is the beauty of live recordings, ladies and gentlemen. You never know what could happen. 2 a.m. You never know what could happen.
You never know what you're gonna
I
get.
want to see in preseason.
It's like Storage
I
Wars.
Cole Perfetti play with the big boys.
Yeah.
I want to see what Cole Perfetti looks like with Mark Scheifele. I want to see what Cole Perfetti looks like with Pierre-Luc Dubois.
You might not see him with Mike
I want to see a lot of Evgeny Svechnikov and Pierre-Luc Dubois. They had a really good chemistry together in the juniors.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would be really good to have that type of kind of kick back up because both those guys need confidence and maybe they could find that in each other.
For sure. I want to see a Vesalainen matchup with the bigger guys. Because honestly, I want to see... Actually, you know what I want to see? I want to see Vesalainen try to play with Kopp and Lowry more. Because I think it can work. I think that can work. It really can. We saw glimpses of it in that game in Edmonton where he was the shooter on that line. I think it's got potential. Also, we should see Comrie playing in net more. Like, for fuck's sakes, Hellebuyck doesn't need to play a lot of these games. I love Hellebuyck, but we know he's the starting goalie.
Any preseason?
No, I give him one. Give him one. Give him one. Give him one. And let's not. And honestly, yeah, give him one game preseason. Give Comrie and Burden a bunch of games, or if you want to split. His parents are sleeping right now, so he doesn't want to wake them. That's fine.
Lame.
Shut up.
Lame.
You're just happy that. Oh yeah. How many parents live at your house, Jake? Okay. How many give a crap about waking them up?
Maybe.
There you go. Yeah, your sister. I'm sorry. Was there 3 there? Did you put 3 fingers up? No, you put 2 up. Yeah, there you go. See, now you look like a putz because you were like, and ladies and gentlemen, the Harry Rice.
Harry Rice, ladies and gentlemen, he'll still be joining. Don't worry.
He'll join eventually.
We're gonna go so
in due time.
His parents are gonna get up for work, and Harry will wake up.
They're gonna get up for work, kiss each other on the mouth, go to work, get some food, make dinner. It'll be all good.
What the fuck?
Harry's gonna watch this. Harry. Okay, but I love Harry Rice. He will sometimes say, "Don't clip me." I don't even know what the fuck that means, but apparently it means people are keeping track of what you're doing. So, like, he's probably seen weirder on here, honestly.
Either way, Harry, we love you. You're a legend.
Yeah, Harry, we love you, honestly.
Are you going to any preseason games?
Me? No, Carter's going to the first preseason game. I'm watching it from home, like an average Joe.
Why would you get tickets to go with him?
Because I'm a common man. Because he's going with his friend. I don't want to be an asshole.
Yeah, but
I don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy. You're not that guy. Stuff. Yeah. Because my family has season tickets. You know, and that'd be a kind of awkward conversation. Hey, why doesn't Zach come? He doesn't feel involved in the product. He doesn't want to interject himself.
Do you plan on doing any live gamer coverage? Do the people have anything they want to know?
I have at least one game. There's at least one game that we're gonna do live. I can say that very confidently right now. There's a game in October. There's at least one that we have already got tickets to that I can confidently say in October that will be live. I don't know where we're sitting in the crowd, and honestly, no offense, guys, it won't matter because I'm not gonna. I don't want to show too much of the. I don't want to make the people around where I'm sitting feel uncomfortable because I'm accidentally recording them, which is why you'll notice that the Bombers were very fortunate that this fucking screen is right above us. We lucked into that. We didn't plan that.
Back so no one can see it with the very top.
Yeah, in the 300 section.
Cheapest tickets.
And then fucking this random ass couple in like Winnipeg is getting like divorced because they saw that he was out with another woman watching a Jets game, and I'm just like the catalyst for the defeat of their marriage. No, thank you. No,
well,
I watched too much Netflix.
Just say November. There might be some special content.
Oh, November? Yes, November's special, and not for the November that other people might be thinking of. But, like, the other version for November.
You guys will find out about November soon enough. There's going to be some very interesting
How soon are we going to tell them about November?
In the month of November.
Oh, we're going to tell them in the month of November? Why would you tempt me now? Why would you say that and, like, get me all hyped?
Think about it so you see you spill the beans.
Oh, man. Okay. I feel like I'm putting the... I'm in the Tom Holland... I'm, like, in the Tom Holland position where I'm going to spill it. Yeah. And you're in the Andrew Garfield position where you're going to be caught in 4K and you're still going to say, nah, man, that ain't me. That ain't me, man.
Studio paint money in my pocket.
I love it. I
paid that guy completely off topic.
Yes, that's fine.
YouTuber that made that video talking about how it was a deep fake. that he made it and that it was a fake clip.
A sleeper
I'd
plant.
do any amount of money that Sony was like paid this random YouTuber to be like, "Yo, say you made this," and like because it's probably real
It literally, you look on his thing, it's like he's the only one that's got fucking like. Oh, he would love to do it again. In the near future, most days I'm available between blank and blank because I'm not gonna say it because other people are listening, but are my prime hours. We'd love to have you.
Hear that, ladies and gentlemen? We'll get Harry Rice back. Our mortal enemy, the Hab enemy from last season. Who will be the new enemy this year? Hopefully it'll be the Minnesota Wild, just because I want to beat the shit out of them.
Oh, yeah, fuck the Wild. I was okay with the Wild as a kid, because when I went to their stadium, I saw they have a lighthouse, and I was like, ooh. But I went there when Jerome again... I think Jerome got a hat trick when he went there. And I was so hyped, because I was a little Flames kid. I was a little Flames fan. I was like, Iggy is just torching you fucks. Ha! Yeah, ha! And then I was like a little tiny little kid, and I was next to this guy. I was like, well, hopefully we see you in the playoffs this year. They didn't make the playoffs. They fucking... and he's like, sure, kid. He literally said, like, sure, kid. Well, I was born in 2000, so it would have been around, like, the 2010s. Like, either they were cannon fodder, so pretty much the Minnesota Wild of just a different division, or just, like, not doing it.
Those early 2000 Jets just coming back. The Chris Thorburns, absolute legends. Yo, speaking of Chris Thorburn, check this out.
You mean Stanley Cup champion Chris Thorburn?
Oh, hold on. Let me turn the ring light on so you can get that.
Oh, yeah. Plug the ring light another time. You guys don't understand it. I have to hear about this every time. Oh, is that the thing off his jersey where like
Chris
you touch
Thorburn,
it? It's
Ricky
like
Patch Auto.
Yeah, it's like a little touching. Yeah.
It's from SPX.
Yeah. The look how good the future Stanley Cup champion's looking in that photo.
Also, I got the Brian Little PC. Look at that. Beautiful.
Get well soon, Brian Little, wherever you are.
Dude, I got so much Brian Little shit here. I got Brian Little.
You love that man. You love that man.
My favorite player, my Jet man.
I know.
I'm debating going to when I go to Winnipeg. I might buy the white jersey. Like I need a new white.
Which one?
One.
I have to fucking.
Reebok, but I want to get a new version.
Right.
That thing's old.
I gotta fucking what's it called?
I kind of want.
I gotta also by the way, guys. I don't know if we officially did it, but yes, shout out to Harry Rice. Go check his content out, by the way. Like definitely do that, guys. I didn't say it. I know you probably did, but I didn't. But anyway, I was gonna say I think this year I'm actually gonna switch what jerseys I wear. Not necessarily depending on. I literally have this nice navy blue jersey just sitting there, like every fucking game.
I'm only bringing my reverse.
I'll actually like switch them.
I'm only bringing my reverse retro.
Oh, you hear that?
We're gonna wear them if we.
Jake, we are fucking beauties apparently, according to Harry.
Damn right, fucking Harry's a beauty too. Harry,
I know, that's what I said. I told him that, and he was like, "Oh, hey, thank you, man. You and Jake are fucking beauties as well." And I was like, "Fucking," and I said, "Out of way," because I don't know how to talk.
I feel like if I ever came to Winnipeg, I'd have to pack my freaking the reverse retro just because of how much you've worn it. Like I feel.
You know what I have to?
Like I have no choice now.
You know what I have to find? I have to find my shot glass because I'm considering in the back of my head doing shots for every time we win. I don't know. I might.
Be doing that probably next year.
Like I might do Pink Whitney shots.
I'm gonna keep that up.
I did. That's exactly what I was thinking, right? Because I did it in the playoffs and I liked it.
I went through bottles of booze in a fucking.
You know what was funny? I told myself I was such a what? I was such a. I told myself that I was gonna drink Bud Light when we lost because the L would be for losing. And then I just didn't want to do it. Like I wasn't because that first game we lost. It was all about the hit, and I just didn't feel in the mood. And then afterwards, I was like, I don't like the taste. I just don't like I just don't like it. And literally, I still have the same goddamn fucking case of Bud Light in the fridge. Like it hasn't moved. No one's drank any of it because like my dad. That's sober. Mom's a wine person. I don't need that. Like,
save it for me.
When will I save it for you?
One day when
you're not coming.
When COVID's over, or close to over, or maybe when the season starts up, I'll finally just hop on a plane and say,
Andrew Garfield, what are you saying?
Hey, John, you heard your first November Winnipeg trip. For real.
We couldn't keep it.
Probably fake. Guys, I'm poor. I can't afford anything like that.
We We couldn't keep it real for a fucking hour.
It's always it doesn't matter. Honestly, guys, it's a 50-50 chance. But let's just say it's looking pretty good that there might be some IRL content with me and Mr. Zacharia.
Zacharia. That's a better. That's a what?
I knew a guy with that name.
Zachariah or Zacharia?
Zacharia.
Because Zacharia sounds like a fucking horrible disease for your throat.
I know, right?
Like it's like gonorrhea. That's what I think of, like cholera.
I was in elementary school with the
Is it like EA?
I think I knew him from soccer or something.
Zachariah makes sense. Maybe you're just an illiterate fuck and you can't say it properly. Maybe it was Zachariah.
It was like consistent memory.
That'd be like me going up to your name and being, "Hello, Jacques. How's Jacques? How are you doing?"
I'm taking the train to Winnipeg if I come though. Fuck flying. I want to do
what train?
Journey.
What train? That train hasn't worked since we fucking invaded that land, right? What train?
Dude, you actually take the rail line from.
I never take trains. I don't take trains unless I'm.
My parents have taken the bus from Vancouver all the way to Winnipeg. Old Greyhounds back in the day.
I was about to say, the Winnipeg Transit will not take you that far, so I don't know what the fuck it is. Fucks are
It's like half the country on a bus.
Like half the stops they fucking ignore, so I don't know how the fuck it.
I know somebody that came from basically Thunder Bay, or like in the middle of Ontario.
Basically Thunder Bay? Yeah, I was gonna say Thunder Bay probably.
Like deep Ontario, all the way to fucking BC. Yes.
Deep North Ontario.
I don't even know. It's some town so small. Like it has like maybe like.
To be fair, North Ontario. If you're talking about North Ontario, it's either Thunder Bay or something that you have to zoom in on a map like 5 times before you see even.
Before you realize there's actually.
Like, was this what fucking half the map in Red Dead was named off of? Because it's nothing but fucking trees. Like, Skinners, where are ya?
Fucking Skinners, best hot dogs in Manitoba.
It's the Skinner brothers. They'll kill you and they'll give you a hot dog.
You know what's amazing, man? We have went on for 20 minutes already, and we've barely discussed
only 20
ounce.
Only 20?
Anything related to.
I thought this was like 35. Honestly, can I also say, great career to a good Winnipeg boy in Travis Zajac.
Oh yeah, retirement.
Yeah. What do you feel? How do you feel with these one-day contracts?
I like it. I always thought it was nice to retire.
Yeah. Doesn't it make you feel? Doesn't it? So you know what what we're saying now, right? Martin Brenner needs a one-day contract with the New Jersey Devils because. But no, he can unretire for a day. I also want to know what the fucking price is on these one-day contracts. Like, don't you? No, it has to be more than that.
Sometimes it's not even monetary value. It just gives you the right to sign over and retire as this guy's.
So did you see? So 2 things from around the world. Did you see Jaromir Jagr still putting up points?
Me and my dad talked about that the other day.
Yeah. What a guy, honestly. He'd be one of the where do you think he ranks top 10 of all time? Like, you don't need to give the rest of the list, but like, where do you think he is? Do you think he's top 10 of all time?
Top 10 for sure.
I think he's top 10. I think he's in like the 6 to 9 range there.
Yeah. I would say 6 to 8.
Because I think also too, some of the guys that are like defensemen are really tough to march. Honestly, he's got the equivalent of like, if we're talking about comparing like Gordie Howe's WHA stats in there, that's what his equivalent is of like his overseas value. That being said, I think it needs to be I don't mean to undersell it, but overseas competition is just not the same. Especially on the defensive side. The defensive side in overseas hockey is brutal.
Yeah, it is.
Like, also, which kind of leads me to my other thing. David Krejci. Holy shit. He's playing on rookie mode. He has like 4 goals there's 4 goals in 5 games or 5 goals in 4 games. I don't know which it is. But the guy's just fucking making it look easy. And David Krejci's good, don't get me wrong, but David Krejci was not a top 20 player in the league.
No, not at all.
He was like a top 40 maybe, but not top 20, and that's even a stretch. He was a guy who always was a good cog in the machine, but was never like the main guy. You know what I mean?
No, for sure, exactly.
David Krejci was actually a guy. He's an example of a guy who was always one of the better depth pieces that you can look for in a playoff run, but not something you could see in a like a regular season. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
Yeah, he's like It's like a better Adam Lowry in terms of depth.
Adam Lowry, the most overpaid third line center in the NHL. No, he's got fucking. I'm just clowning him.
I know. I remember talking about that. That was the first like proper transaction for the sake of transaction I did.
Adam Lowry's making 3.25 for the next 5 years. Like that's nothing.
No, that shouldn't be a problem with inflation.
He's 28. Like he'll be in his early. I expect he'll be pretty damn good, probably until year 3 of that contract.
He plays a physical game, so he has to be a little bit careful. Like here's the thing.
A lot of trouble with injuries last couple.
No, he hasn't. But I'm saying this: if he gets concussed, I'm gonna get worried.
Well, for sure.
Like he hasn't had any problem with it. Usually, he's very aware around the ice. He doesn't get into
cap friendly right now, and it's just like it's eerie seeing Andrew Kopp as a UFA because he's gone after this year.
He's gone. Well, actually, you know what that leads me into? Again, Kasperi Kotkaniemi. The first successful offer sheet in a long time.
It wasn't successful. It was the most overpayment I've ever seen.
No. But it was successful in the fact that it actually was fucking not.
Well, that it worked?
Yes. I know. I agree with you. But here's the thing.
So much. Everyone's like, oh, finally, it's such a good move, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, guys, stop being excited that it's an offer sheet. This makes no sense. Even if it's 1 year, they overpay all this money just to make a meme with the Montreal Canadiens, yet they let go.
To be fair,
assets.
He's gone in a year.
Exactly.
Also, too,
let's just come back to Montreal.
How much money is he getting paid in Carolina now?
6.25, I think.
So you know what's hilarious? The final offer for Dougie Hamilton was 6.1. Let that sink in. So here's the thing. Let's look at what they lost. Okay, so they lost quite a few pieces. They lost Geeky, who you guys might not think is a lot. I liked Geeky. He was a good bottom sixer. Good Manitoba boy, by the way. They lose Hamilton, which I would say is their best defenseman. However, I will also hear out any opinions that Jacob Slavin was slightly better. It actually, like, come playoff time, Jacob Slavin was probably better than Hamilton. They lose their goaltending tandem. They switch their goaltending tandem with fucking the Hurricane, or with the Leafs. Like, they get rid of Nedeljkovic for nothing. Then they get rid of Mrazek and take on Frederik Andersen, who's been inconsistent, to say the least. Say the very least. Like, I don't know, man. I don't think they got better. I think they got significantly worse. I think they straight up lost certain pieces, and certain add-ons were not very good for longevity. Then again, maybe they got
the argument.
I don't know what they're gonna do with Kasperi Kotkaniemi, because he's done in a year. He's going somewhere else, and I don't think even if he isn't going somewhere else, your price point on him doesn't seem to be logical, in any way, shape, or form.
No, it's weird because it doesn't make it to me. It's like, why go all this effort to make an offer sheet for a guy as mediocre and inconsistent as Kasperi Kotkaniemi? All he is potential. Why not put that money into proving right now? Because that's what you're trying to do. Like, you're a team that has been highly touted, a team that made the Eastern Conference Finals. You're young, but you should be. You should be there. The East. And they had that run where they were really good, and then they had a bad year the year after, and then now what they need to do is kind of get their shit together and retool and go for it again. The core is still there. They just need to change a little bit of the issues, tweak it here and there.
They've actually been hurting their own core, which is very annoying.
What the hell's a 35-plus contract? Do you know what that is?
No.
I'm just looking on Cap Friendly right now, and I'm looking at terms under all the Winnipeg Jets forwards, and
who is it?
No movement clause. Mark Scott has modified no movement clause.
Who's got it?
Has a 35-plus contract. I have no idea what that means, but he's over the age of 35. So does that mean that at that age you can get special benefits or rewards or something?
Could it have to do with how many games he plays? Games played? I don't know.
I doubt it.
I don't know. Maybe if he plays more than 35 games, he can hit a signing bonus.
Man contract? Does Joe Thornton have to sign that? Do all the old guys have to
Joe Thornton's got a 45-plus contract. What are you talking about? Joe Thornton is a Florida Panther.
That's why they kick Yager out. They're we can't keep making new contracts for you to sign.
Honestly, the Panthers are such a weird team to me because I really liked them last year and they didn't do anything.
Dude, I can't root for the Panthers anymore. I've given them like
Why?
6 good years of my life, always rooting for them as my team. And they always let me down.
Should
Like,
never
oh,
have
the Panthers are
always.
good
Okay,
finally this year. They have finally a good team, finally the right coach, and then they can never do fuck all.
isn't it hilarious when they get there when they're not when you don't John Van Beesbrook is the fucking guy who takes them there. The Beezer. That's it. And then they get fucking stomped. Like, honestly, it's weird looking at these teams. So first off, I know we talked about this probably in a prior episode. Tampa's not three-peating, I don't think.
Fuck no. The Jets are winning the cup this year.
Don't they still have to move players, or are they good?
I think they might have to do a little bit of stuff like that, but I'm not sure.
Like, I thought they still had to move players, because I was like, how the fuck is Kucherov and Point and Stammer and Sorelli and McDonough and Hedman and Vasilevsky? How the fuck are you all there? Like, how the fuck are you all still there? That doesn't add up.
No, it doesn't.
It really doesn't. The math doesn't work. Are you checking Cat Friendly right now?
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Like, yeah, get rid of Alexander Volkov, all you fucking want. And get rid of Andre Palat. That's cute, but like... Was it Palat? No, it was it Palat?
I can't remember.
Who was the guy they gave up? Was it Palat, or was it like... It wasn't Killorn. It wasn't, Was it Yanni Gord?
Maybe.
I think it was Yanni Gord. I think I said that they should take Palat, but I think they took Gord for some reason. Because they got like a...
Yanni Gord as well.
Yeah, because they gave up... Who'd they get rid of? They got rid of... Coleman. They got rid of Volkov, who doesn't fucking matter, but I'm just throwing his name in there because he's a Stanley Cup champion. Respect the Volk. He got an assist on the Stanley Cup winning. He played one fucking game in the Stanley Cup playoffs, and he got an assist on the game winner.
That's just fucking how it goes sometimes. There's always those players that do like that one play that they're remembered for, even though they're absolute bums, you know? At the end of the day, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
I was going to say, like...
As long as you win one of these, as long as you get that ring, that's all that matters.
One play for like nothing? Yeah, it's like Bobby Orr, right? Right? Fucking idiots. Fucking idiots who say Bobby Orr wasn't good because his point total isn't up there. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking morons.
I know.
Honestly. It's so weird tracking defenseman stats, because defenseman stats can't be... Honestly, like, they can't be, like, compared, honestly. The same way. Like, who's the best defenseman ever? Who's the best defenseman ever? Just say it.
Dustin Buff.
No.
It's Bobby Orr.
Lidstrom.
I would say Bobby Orr. He's my favorite.
I'd say Lidstrom. Lidstrom's defensive skills in his own zone and his IQ will be second to none for me, especially his hand-eye. His hand-eye coordination.
Like overall player, probably, but I just have this, like, always had this fascination with Bobby.
Yeah, no. It's always the big what if, right? Like, it's literally the definition of, like, you get to see it. Like, when did he play? What year did he retire? So, and then you got, but how far into the 70s? Because technically, if he hangs on long enough, we could have seen, when did Gretzky start playing? In the 80s? Like, where in the 80s?
Damn, never mind.
Mm.
Okay, so Bobby Orr broke into the NHL in 1966.
Yeah, when did he stop?
Because he only had 41 points in 61 games. It wasn't nothing crazy.
Yeah. Then he started skating the puck.
64 points. But then after that, he exploded. And from 1969-70 season all the way to 74-75. So basically a really long reign, a dominant reign.
Yeah.
He had 100-point seasons every year.
Okay.
So he dominated the entire 70s.
How old was he when he retired?
It doesn't say how old he was when he retired, but let's just say after 74-75, 75-76, he only had 18 points, and he played
because of injury.
Yep, and then after that he played with the Chicago Blackhawks, and then he
cursed image.
In 77-78, then he retired after playing 6 games with the Chicago Blackhawks in 78-79.
So let's just put this in perspective. Bobby Orr doesn't go through health problems. You possibly see Bobby Orr against Wayne Gretzky for at least a year. What a fucking what if. He's just the big what if. Honestly, and that's the thing. Like, Bob Orr's like the fucking Loch Ness monster. You don't know, or Bigfoot, because we got photo of Bigfoot. We got that one fucking asshole photo of the guy in the fucking suit of
If it's
Bigfoot.
even real.
That's what I said. The guy in the fucking suit of Bigfoot. It's just like, who the fuck are you? I remember the story though. I laughed so hard about it. It was the one when Sidney Crosby's on Spinning Chicklets and Ray Whitney is telling a story, and they're playing the Wings, right? I don't even know if he was telling a pun or just in general. And they're sitting on the bench, and he's like, and the guy's telling me, he's like, dump the fucking puck in and you go after that thing. They dump the puck in, fucking Lidstrom just bats it down here, and then he goes back to the bench, and Whitney's turns and is like, the fuck you want him to do? He's knocking everything down! Like, he just fucking, like, turning on him. He's like, he's gonna knock the fucking puck up from here and he's gonna get it? What do you want? What do you want? Because Lidstrom would do that. Lidstrom had insane ability to just stop the puck on a dime with his stick. Like, to the point where he was like a second goalie at times.
No, he was a GOAT. He's a legend.
Yeah. Honestly.
Absolute legend.
Yeah. This is went all over the place. How many minutes in are we?
We are currently at 36 minutes.
How you feeling?
I am actually getting really tired. You know what happened? I started this with a lot of energy.
I know. We were there.
Work, class, voting, making the Sam and EQ video, uploading all that stuff. It really kicked in, and I'm just sitting there eating my chips, trying to stay awake, chewing on something.
I love how you're like this. I have class in like 5 hours.
Class.
I have class in 5.5 hours.
I can barely keep my eyes open.
It's 3 a.m.
I need to turn off all the lights.
3 a.m. here. I have class at 8:30 a.m. But then I'll probably get on, and the teacher, like in 15 minutes, will be like, "Oh yeah, leave now, class. Thank you for watching." I'm like, yeah, I made sure that it was online. Honestly, like especially considering we're gonna go into
back
winter.
to classrooms, but not
I don't want to go.
Vaccinated.
Well, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna get into that. I totally agree with you, though. I'll say this as well. I live in a fucking frigid ass place. If it's fucking winter, my ass ain't going on a bus. I ain't waiting on a bus just for the bus, like every third week to just ignore my bus stop and drive right the fuck past. Like I ain't going for that.
The pumpkin, as I like to call it.
Winnipeg Transit cannot get enough endorsements for me because they haven't earned it.
Are they still orange, the buses out there in Winnipeg?
Orange? Like the whole fucking bus?
No, they weren't old.
They have like an orange stripe.
No, like they used to be like orange.
They're white.
And white. When I was a kid, I feel like.
Now I'm just getting this image of like this fucking just perfect orange fucking bus.
I'll find a photo of it for you, but I'm pretty.
You will. And
my dad and me when I was a kid, we'd always call the pumpkins because they were like orange, and I remember that they're not orange out here.
You know what I called them as a kid? You know what I called them as a kid? I said a buh. Yeah, it's a buh.
With that being said, I think we're gonna wrap that up. We're not gonna get too far into Zach's life as a baby and his vocabulary. Thank you so much for this episode. This episode will be uploaded, as you guys are currently watching it on the Dylan Hockey Podcast. So come check out my channel, Peg City Hockey. Links are down in the description as always. Zach's just having a heart attack over here. Alrighty, I think that Zach has had a little bit a little too late at night. So
no, I'm good.
For watching.
Thanks, guys.
Check out my channel. Check out all my other affiliate links down in the description below, as well as make sure to subscribe to Zach and get his ass to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So with all that being said, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Peace, love, and positivity to all you beautiful people out there. Go Jets, go.
They go.